Good morning, guys. I am coming to you from my camper van in the Swedish winter. This is going to be a day in the life. You guys wanted to know what it's like to live in a camper van during the middle of winter in Sweden as a raw vegan, so I'm going to show you what it's like. So generally each morning in the camper van starts with cuddling. Of course, Pepsi, we put him under the covers. This is his favorite thing. He gets to rest his head on the pillow. And this morning was the first morning we had snow, so that is really exciting. Pepsi watches out the window. I think he really loves staying here because he can see everything that's going on outside while he gets to sit in the comfort of his own bed. So I'm here with Pepsi. Where is he? Pepsi, say hi. And this is about a 20-foot camper van. As you can see, it snowed last night for the first time. I'm really, really excited. It's actually the first snowfall I have seen living in the south of Sweden. So day-to-day life here is interesting. It's a little bit different than living in a tiny home, mostly because currently it's just my boyfriend and I living in this tiny camper van, but there's going to be 4 or 5 other people sometimes joining us at a time. It's for a specific reason. I can't really divulge what it is right now, but it is going to be packed. There are going to be a lot of people. So it's one thing to live in a small space with one other person. It is a totally different thing to live in a small space with 4 other people and a dog. So it is definitely interesting. We have had some time here where we've lived with other people, and you just have to try to live harmoniously as best as possible. But I'll show you what it's going to look like, what our average day is. And this morning I am about to go for a walk because we are right by the beach actually. You can see behind me, it's a beautiful view actually. We've got the ocean nearby and part of a set of trail systems in Sweden called the Skåne trails. So I'm going to take Pepsi out for a walk this morning and just enjoy blue skies and the snow. I'm so excited. So I know everybody thought where I was living in Canada was really cold, but it is way colder where I'm living in Sweden, and it's because in Canada I was living on an island where it was a rainforest climate, temperate rainforest, and here it is cold and dry, and I'm really grateful that I have the proper gear. The video I put out before this is my winter weather gear, so if you guys want to know what I'm wearing when I'm outside, this is my hemp hoodlum coat. It's vegan and ethically made and environmentally friendly, which is awesome. So I'll link to my winter gear video down below, but man, if you didn't have the proper gear out here, you would freeze. I honestly don't know how Pepsi walks around with his paws in the snow, but he gets so happy. I'm so happy for him that it's snowing because he just loves it. So I'm heading back into the camper van now, and I'll show you guys what my daily routine looks like. After I get back in the morning from walking with Pepsi, which usually lasts about an hour because he needs a lot of walking in a day, the first thing I do is have a warm tea. And even though I eat a raw food diet, I still find I need warm liquids, especially in the winter time. So I've really been enjoying this green lemon tea from ICA, the supermarket in Sweden. I just pour in some hot water in my mug, along with some sweetener, something like agave nectar or beet syrup. And then the next thing I do is start my work for the day. And I feel really lucky and privileged because I'm able to work from my laptop and I can basically take my work with me no matter where I am in the world. This is pretty much my dream job because I get to work with Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, which is an organization I have been volunteering with for years. So this is an opportunity that I feel just really, really grateful to have. And I'll spend usually on average 4 to 5 hours per day, 7 days per week working this job. It's varying hours throughout the day, so it's never a set schedule. But I actually find that even though living in a camper van can be a little bit cramped, as long as I have my own little space to work on my computer and have my tea, it's all good. The next thing that I do is go under the camper where most of the food is stored. Thankfully, it's actually winter where we are in this camper because a lot of the food, if we didn't have storage outside, I don't know how we would keep it cold. So I've got some frozen mango and some oat milk made in Sweden down and below. And the next thing I'm gonna do is make my smoothie for the day. I always start my mornings with a smoothie because I just feel good eating them. And it's always a mixture depending on what I can find. I prefer to use frozen fruit even in the winter, even though it makes me cold. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. I just really enjoy smoothies with frozen fruit. So today I'm having it with dates, banana, and mango with some oat milk and a little bit of orange oil mixed in. And this isn't my favorite combination that I've had, but it's still really, really good, fruity and fresh, and also really, really filling as well. Next, I have to put the blender base away because one of the things about living in a camper van is everything you use, you need to put away basically right after you use it because there's very little space. So any kind of space-saving measures that you can take is really important. Basically everything you use, food, appliances, beds, all have to be put away. Okay, so I just made my salad. Here it is, hopefully you guys can see it. It is with a dressing that I found online. It is a raw vegan Thousand Island dressing, and I tried this for the first time when I was in California about a month ago. I had never tried it before and I love it, so I will link the recipe down below. I did not create it. I modified it a little, but I'll let you guys know how I did that. And I just got back from another long walk with the dog, and some people had just arrived at the camper here, so I was showing them the area, and it's such a beautiful day. I mean, it's cold and wintry, but when the sky is blue, it's not right now, but it was so nice on our walk. Just to get a little bit of sun makes all the difference in the winter. So I have put in my salad 2 heads of romaine lettuce. They fit in here completely. And the Thousand Island dressing, maybe half a cup of it or something. And I find that for me to sustain a raw food diet over the winter, I have to have greens with a fatty dressing. Like I really, really tried to do the low fat thing for a long time. And I don't know what it is, just non-fatty dressings like mango based dressings, or I mean, I don't know, what else do you use? Tomatoes. They just never appealed to me, and they never made me feel satisfied, and I always felt like they were missing some flavor. I always wanted to love them. Like I bought ebooks and I saw my friends eating these really low-fat dressings, but I just never really liked them. So having these higher fat dressings and having one meal a day like this that is higher fat makes me feel so satisfied, and I love it. I love my salads because of it. Like I'm not the kind of person who just wants to eat romaine lettuce on its own, but when it comes with a package of a fatty dressing, it just makes it so much better for me. So if you ever feel the same, don't feel bad about having a fatty dressing on your salad. It can really just make you feel a lot more satisfied and make you able to sustain a raw food lifestyle if that's what you're going for. So I just got into the building where I practice yoga every night. Thankfully, they've given us access to this amazing building. I'll give you guys a little tour here where we're staying in the harbor. And it's made all the world of difference. For me, I love doing yoga, and doing a daily practice makes me feel so amazing. And I was kind of wondering, like, how am I gonna get through an entire winter living in a camper van with my only exercise having to be outside? So this has been a total game changer, being able to do yoga in here every night. So right now it's kind of lit up. I'm going to dim the lights because I like to do my practice in the dark in the evening. For me, this is why I advocate so much in my videos now. You should listen to your own body, because I prefer exercising, any type of exercise, running, weightlifting, yoga, at night. I've always felt way better exercising right before bed. It basically puts me to sleep, whereas if I try in the morning, I feel like nauseous and short of breath and tight, and it's just like really uncomfortable in general. So I feel a lot better doing it at night. So that's what I'm gonna do, dim everything down. And it's so peaceful and restful. So I'm gonna do about an hour of yoga. It's a mixture of strength and flexibility. It's the Blissology Yoga 58-minute flow, which is what I learned during my yoga teacher training. So I'm gonna get to that. And otherwise today, before I'm filming this right now, We had some people arrive in the camper van, so I kind of didn't want to film around them, but we ate a delicious dinner. I just had my usual raw food. I made these raw peanut butter truffles that I had, and I made food for everyone else. So I cooked a big pot of pasta with a vegan rosé sauce for everyone, with some veggies on the side as well. And even though I don't eat that food myself, I really enjoy cooking for people and preparing food, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing them like the food that I eat and seeing them eat. So that's kind of my role here. That's what I'm going to be doing here in the camper van. But it's a balance when I do a day in the life. Sometimes I split it up between a few days because I don't always want to film in front of other people, and a lot of times it's this balance of wanting to be living in the moment as opposed to filming all the time and trying to catch everything on film. So anyways, that's my day for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more day in the lives. It may not be the most exciting, riveting day. Like, I don't go out and do a lot of really crazy, exciting things. For the most part, I enjoy living a really simple life. So my days include working online with Sea Shepherd, going on campaign, spending time with my boyfriend and my dog, doing yoga, going for walks, enjoying nature, and that's kind of my life, and that's the way I like to live life. Simple, easy, enjoyable. In small towns like this especially, it's one of my favorite things to live in really quiet places where there's not a lot going on, and that's just the life I have chosen for myself. So let me know if you like a similar lifestyle. Could you live like me? Could you live in a camper van during the winter? If not, let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to see if anybody thinks they could stick it out in a 20-foot camper van with like 4 other people in the winter. Let me know if you guys want to see more of what it's like to live in a camper van in the winter. There are good things and bad things about it, as I'm sure you can imagine, living in such a small space with other people. And anyways, I hope you have an awesome night or day whenever you're watching this video, and I will catch you guys next time.